Welcome to my first What If drawing. Welcome to Just Be Creative. And in this What If drawing, let me set the timer first. In this What If drawing video, what if all the artists got together and made this drawing, but in different ways? What if a famous artist from all throughout history made the same type of drawing as this one? What do you think it would look like? Or here's another what if scenario. What if all the artists in history got together once a week? They all met. I'm just giving you a hypothetical scenario, not like it's ever gonna happen. It's never gonna happen because they're basically all from different time periods and they all died. But what if all those famous artists got together once a week, right? They got together once a week, sat at a table, and just had a conversation about their time period, about who the ruler was, or who they didn't like. They didn't like as much as the ruler. What they all got together and talk about. What they did back then, or who they did back then. That'd be an interesting conversation, right? Imagine all the famous artists, Leonardo da Vinci, who else? Michelangelo, all the other famous artists throughout history, musical artists like Louis von Beethoven, all the famous scientists, all the famous figures throughout history, all got together, sat down, and all talked about their time periods. And they were like, "Man, I hated my time period back then." And they were like, the other artists be like, "Why?" Because we had to pay taxes, or we had to pay the king for certain things, and we couldn't do certain things without the king's permission. And they'd be like, "Oh, I know how that feels." And Christopher Columbus would argue with the other explorers and be like, "Man, I hated working for that guy, working for that lady. She was very bossy." And they would be complaining about their bosses back then, the rulers of their countries back then. And it's just a simple discussion. They would complain about them, or argue about them, or argue who was the worst or who was the best at their job. And I want to know from you guys. A lot of you guys are from other countries, and I want to know if you guys from your country's histories got together back then and started arguing about certain stuff. What would they argue about? Would they argue about artwork, or would they argue about the living conditions back then? Stuff like that. Like, you can imagine the guys who were living with me and Antoinette, and she was like, "Let me cake lady," or something like that. I forget which. I'm not a huge fan of history, so I don't really know that much. I can tell you that much. What if every famous history character all got together in one room? Now that's the burning question. What would it be like? I imagine it'd be kind of interesting, and kind of weird, because these guys know. Imagine this guy knows his history and be like, "Hey, you're a little Mom Beethoven. I heard you're just going out with a kid." And he goes, "Yeah, which one is from the king's palace? No, I was extremely poor. I heard you using through the window." And it'd be kind of funny. It'd also be kind of hilarious back then, It actually would make a good comedy sketch. You know what I mean? Like, you could imagine all the famous people throughout history getting together, talking about certain stuff. And they all talk about certain stuff, and You know, they all have a good they all have a good laugh about it because they're like, "Oh, my boss was so hilarious back then." You know. This is my first what if video, by the way. Oh, what if video? What if all the famous people during history got together and spoke about the time periods? That's what I call this video. Now I'm gonna ask you guys a simple question, and this is a very simple one. And I want you guys to be honest and be truthful when I ask you this question. If you were to meet famous people during history, who would you want to meet and why? And what kind of questions would you ask him or her? So I'm just going to draw the people around the table. One person here, in the middle, another person here on the side. Here are his fingers. He's talking. Another person here on the other side. Again, sitting down. There we go. How's that look, guys? Isn't that cool? So guys, I want to ask you guys this one other question. If you guys were to meet people with art history, what would you talk to them about? And what kind of conversations would you have with them? Let me know in the comments in detail, okay? We got 4 minutes left, guys, so we got enough time to talk about this. So anyway, let me turn on the fan. I'm getting kind of hot. That feels better. So anyway, if you guys can still hear me with the fan, even with the fan on, let me know. So anyway, guys, I want to ask you guys this one question, and it's a really burning question. I want to ask you guys, what do you guys think of my videos so far? I mean, they're doing quite well. They're doing quite well. I mean, I lost a fan, but I don't really care that much, you know? So anyway, I want to ask you guys this burning question. What can I do as an artist to help improve my skills? And I want to make a better experience for you guys. I want to make it a better experience overall for you guys to enjoy, you know? Because this is my video. I want my YouTube channel to be a place where people can have fun and be themselves, you know? That's the main thing. I want people to have fun with my videos and be themselves, you know? We're coming up on 3 minutes. Now we got 2 minutes left, so I'm gonna end this video right here. I know we're 12 minutes in the video. We're 12 minutes into the video. Well, 12 hours, I should say. Oh yeah, that's minutes. Those are hours. We're 12 hours into. Those are hours, so we're 12 hours into the video. So I'm gonna end this video right here, and I wanna thank you guys for joining me today. And please do this for me. Subscribe to my channel. Seriously, do it. Subscribe to the channel. Because it helps me, it helps YouTube, and it helps people find my artwork. You know, people find what I'm doing, you know? So I hope you guys today enjoyed this discussion video. This is what this video is going to be called. A what if video, a what if discussion video. So let me know what you guys think. Okay? Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! See you next time. Bye!